for the Bees in both Bracknell and more recently Hickman Slam until his retirement at the conclusion of last season. Icing for the Bees on 593 occasions, Gaza holds the Bees record for appearances for the club. He scored 104 goals, registered 147 assists for a total of 251 points. Ladies and gentlemen, please can I invite you to stand, if you're able to, as we welcome onto the ice your number 10, James Galazzi. On behalf of the Bees Supporters Club, specially made by the Bees Platinum sponsor, Science Express Slough. Tonight we celebrate the name and number on the back of the jersey as we retire his legendary number 10 as a thank you for his commitment, service and loyalty to the club over the years. Big Army, let's hear one more time for your number 10, James Galazzi!
The Sharks will collect the loose puck. Arsenault. Up the left-hand side, knocks it on ahead to Peacock. He moves it on, shot on goal, and it goes straight in! Kieran Hare! As fast as you like, the Sharks take the lead, 22 seconds on the clock.
We blinked, and it happened already. What a move, as it just a pretty bog standing play, but just a bit, the puck just managed to squirt its way through. Hare with the shot, caught Britton Priest cold.
Just under the arm on stick side on Priest. Replay for you for the first goal, Sharks fans. And again, it's just snapped under the arm of Priest from a good angle for Hare.
Textbook shot, like you say, he's just got himself into a good position, fired it off, and hit under the.
Sharks collect the loose puck. Arsenault goes up to Dunbar, dropped off again to Hare, shot, and it's 2-0! Kieran Hare using Bees D-men as a screen, rifles one top corner, glove side on Priest, 7-10, and the Sharks lead 2-0.
Well, let's just check the replay there. Like you say, bodies in front, his own body's in front of him as well, and Hare scores from a relatively sort of similar-ish distance out, maybe a bit more central than the last time, but they just got, they got the zone just a little bit.
Miles is there ahead of Connolly. Turned over again though. Sharks the other way. Another chance coming here. Henderson to the front of the net, and that is brilliant. It's Nolan Gardner, I should say. And the Sharks are 3-0 up, 8:39. Nolan Gardner with a beautiful backhand finish.
That started all from Liam Stanton picking up a loose puck in his zone, and before you could blink, they were down the other end there. And Gardner's made a point of this. This is the sort of thing he's been doing, driving the net well, making that mind to make a decision and finding the gap there, and he's just put it upstairs. No chance for that one. 3-0 Solway.
Kept in at the blue line by Arsenault. Peacock finds Dunbar. On the right side, tries to go to Hare in front of the net, no one there, puck triples through the other side. Rose able to knock it clear. Ansell tries to get around BT, Dan Rose could beat them to it. Dan Rose shot, Dan Rose goal! It's scrappy, they don't ask how it comes, all they ask is it does. 10:07 and the Bees get on the board. Dan Rose is first of the season.
Well, they needed that, and they needed that badly. Callum Hepburn caught in a couple of minds there as to whether he was going to come out and play that or whether he was going to leave it. They've got the defenseman running back. I think it's BT. He's obviously challenged there, and Dan Rose just snaps it by Hepburn. He might be a little bit disappointed with that. He could have been probably a bit
dead. He will bring it up ice. Again stopped. Dunbar is away at the right hand side. One man to beat. John Dunbar puts some moves on Holtz. Tries to go to the backhand shot. Brilliant from John Dunbar. That is disgusting. That's his fourth of the season, 27-28, and the Sharks go 4-1 up.
What a goal. What a goal that was, and at a really crucial moment as well for Solway. The Bees have had the better of the period, and look at this though, just absolutely undresses the man, backhand pass to keeper, and when the Sharks have been on the back foot this period, that is a massive, massive shift of momentum.
Goodbye, collects the loose puck. Back up to the blue line, finds his way around to Stead. Stead shot tipped in front by Ballas. Marcel Ballas tips it in, and it's waved off. James Irons waves it off. High stick is the call.
Well, certainly the Sharks defenseman in front and Callum Hepburn were not convinced either. Mr. Irons on the spot, he's waved it off straight away.
James Irons only gets one look at it. Producer Nick, now's your moment. Have we got the replay for it? The shot comes in from the blue line.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. The Bees fans don't like it, but as you can see here, it's way above the crossbar. Sorry, Marcel. Man opening up here, 10 seconds. Ballas, goodbye. Winds up, fires. That goes wide of the net. Smith. Back to goodbye. Down to Ballas again. Shot from a tight angle. That one does go in. Beating the 5-on-3 buzzer, Marcel Ballas. Power play goal at 42-54.
Massive, massive moment there as well. And with 2 seconds left on that first penalty as well, the Bees now get a minute and 18 seconds worth of power play time to play with. A second or two later, and it's back to 5-on-5. Instead, Marcel Ballas has managed to find that tiniest of gaps from the side there. A goal he scored a lot for Basingstoke, a goal he scored a fair bit here as well. Just finding the gap. One trickles through.
The second goal for you. Goodbye. Finds Ballas. Snapped away from a ridiculous angle, that one.
It's just popped him over the shoulder there. Hepburn's made the choice to he's had to manage to kind of keep the play going. That's all pass over doesn't help.
Morgan immediately passes it to Arsenault. Chipped ahead, Antonov shot to front of the net, goal! And the Bees have life! 53-24, and I think it's Will Stead.
Not 100% certain who got themselves at the end of that one, but here comes the replay. There's the pass across, redirection in front. Stuart Mogg.
Stuart Mogg! Someone find the goal graphic! Stuart Mogg. Net. Good work from Stuart Mogg. Reads the play, stops the wraparound attempt. Gardner down low again, has another go. Priest with it. Has it gone in? Gardner is desperately appealing that it's gone in. I think it's in Britton Priest. Priest with a big stop.
That's not crossed the line for me, unfortunately. I don't blame the Sharks.
Nick, we're going to need multiple angles of this one.
I do not blame the Sharks for shouting for that one at all, but for me that one has not crossed the line all the way. We're going to see the replay.
No, that's just after it, unfortunately. Producer will work his magic on it.
Stuart Mogg there, obliging his netminder, but just putting his stick there, just in case it's skirted through. Just in case. We will close the back door.
We will bring that replay to you when we can.
But yeah, superb bit of work there. Again, I think Young's been guilty there, just overplaying the puck, trying to do a little bit too much. Get the puck on net, rather than trying to do anything too fancy. So there it comes.
Shot from the blue line is saved by Priest.
So you can see there, Gardner walks in, and he's shouted for it out of hope rather than expectation. That puck's not crossed the line, unfortunately. Not for me. I do not see it. I do not see the puck come through the pads of Britton Priest. Big save. Huge save.
More importantly than anything for the Sharks, minute left.
Bees need to do something here. They just need to get a puck on net and just try and...
Antonov into the zone, finds Ballas. Front of net, Marcel Ballas! From absolutely nowhere, the Bees tied again in the final minute, 4-4. And Ballas gets his 10th of the season.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man, cometh Marcel Ballas. Just with not even much of a screen there, just the layoff and just absolutely snaps it past the glove hand shoulder of Callum Hepburn. And this is good patient penalty killing here from the Bees. They need to be smart and they need to be sensible. They don't need to do too much, especially with the big ice there.
Shot on goal from Gardner Priest, out of position. Craig Peacock gives Solway the 4-point weekend. The bounce off the glass finds its way to an open general manager, and he gives the Sharks a first National League 4-point weekend, 64-10.
Solway Sharks are off the bottom of the National Division for the first time this season, and it's been a back and forth, a seesaw game that saw absolutely everything. It's been tiny margins that have defined it. One bad rebound bounce, and Craig Peacock calls ball game, to borrow a phrase. As our friends in Solway Sharks TV would say, boom.
No one picked Peacock up, and a despairing Britton Priest. He pulled it off the minute before.
Apologies, he didn't get a piece of that one. Just off the backboard. It took them to get to 5 wins. We are midway through October, and this B-side, maybe they're not top of the table, and they've had a couple of results not go their way. Losing 7-0 to Hull, of course, wasn't great for them. But this B-side has shown that they are not here to. They're not here to hold the rest of the table up on strong shoulders. They're here to play, and they showed that again tonight. 4-1 down, pulled a point out of the fire. There's some, they're making some effort here.
Obviously, we have to take a moment to show our appreciation for the Solway Sharks. Man of the match tonight for them, Callum Hepburn. We said there was a period where the shots were probably coming from weird angles and just out of the way, but he is a very important piece of this Solway Sharks team. Anthony, by the look on your face, you probably don't agree with the man of the match selection, but he is one of a number of Sharks players tonight that deserves
very much so. The fact Callum should have been in the discussion 100%. For me, Olivier Arsenault looks an absolute different calibre of defenceman in this league. He was superb this evening. Of course, Dunbar for his goal. Liam Stenton, I thought, was absolutely was astronomical at points during this game. But certainly, Callum, obviously he'll be disappointed with a couple of the goals that he did let in tonight. But he very much at points where the Bees were pushing. He made some big saves, made some good saves. And on a weekend, the first 4-point weekend in the National Division for the Solway Sharks, he stood tall last night. He stood tall as best as he could tonight as well. You can't argue with the Beers going to my pal Big Cal.
Well, as the Sharks have gone for their lap of honour, it gives me enough time to say to you, the Solway Sharks fans who've joined us this evening, thank you for joining us. We hope to either see you here for your second trip down to Slough on Saturday the 10th of February. 6:30 face-off here in Slough. Either join us here in the rink or join us on the stream. Don't know who I've actually got co-commentating on that one.
Periods as well. I'm interested to see where this goes. It might go to Balazs for that fourth goal. We'll see.
We'll wait and find out in a second. He goes to Dan Rose. There you go, Mystic Russell.
I think that's entirely fair. It would be easy to give the beers to Dom Gabay and Marcel Balazs on virtually every occasion, but Dan Rose put in a really solid shift tonight. And sometimes it's not always about scoring big goals. He scored the first goal tonight, obviously, which was really important. But it was a 60-minute shift really from Dan Rose. Every time he was on the ice, he was effective. He was trying to do stuff. Like I say, really good in the face-off circle tonight as well in really crucial moments, which is really important too. Sometimes people overlook those little things that happen all the time, and actually they're so massive. You win that face-off in the opposition zone. That gives you the chance to set stuff up. And hockey teams are built off of your big guys, your big goal scorers, but they're built off of guys like Dan Rose, of course, who will put in the work and put in the effort for the 60 minutes.
The thing with Dan Rose as well is, as you say, he's not the flashiest name on the roster, but he wins face-offs for fun.
He does, and that is when you think about that as well, Dan Rose traditionally not a top-line player, but if you've got a guy in your sort of traditional middle six who can play up the middle, who can play. Who do that centre role well, win face-offs both in the offensive and the defensive zone. You're going to do business in hockey games if you're able to do that, because the one thing you need to win is the puck.
So please go for their lap of honour. I say thank you again just for joining us, everyone. Anthony, thank you for joining for the last two games. Obviously, I hope you've enjoyed yourself watching the Bees. Solway fans, Anthony is up there on the weekend of the 4th and 5th of November for the Solway Sharks against the Swindon Wildcats, so please do go say hello to him. He usually has hockey cards. If you've got a small child, he will give them to you, and feel free to abuse him, because I usually do.
I'm giving you a lift home in the moment, so you need to be careful about what you say.
I paid you.
This is also very true. You have paid me some petrol money for once. But no, thank you very much for having me for the last couple of games. I'm sure we will do this dance again at some stage across the course of the season. Thank you, of course, to the Bees for the opportunity, being brave enough to let such a dyed-in-the-wool Bison person on a live microphone for the last things. And as Joe said to my friends in the north, I will see you for Saturday the 4th of November. I believe I'm joining Owen Blackstock for a spot of commentary up at the Dumfries Ice Bowl. But yeah, hopefully Joe will be able to do this dance again.
Yeah, well, as for next week, I'm riding solo as the TSI World Bees welcome the table-topping Hull Seahawks to town. That's next Sunday, 5 o'clock face-off here from Anthony, myself, and always patient producer Nick. Good night.